Hello there everybody and welcome back to the Wild at Heart. We are starting over on a brand new beautiful morning here in Wispwagon. We're going to continue to help our friend Otto, and hopefully today we can help him repair his flute. So I'm actually going to grab lots and lots of Emberlings today because I have a few chores that are going to be special for them. So I'm gonna probably load up on mostly Emberlings and Barblings. I think 25 might be overdoing it a little bit, but that's okay. I'm okay with the 50 that we've got. I think that this will do just fine. We started on this puzzle in the last video, so we were able to clear out the enemies, repair the windmill, and we can see the chisel is just kind of within our reach in the background. So what I'm going to do is stand on this cliff, and I'm going to toss over a couple of Spritelings into this middle island here. You'll want 5. And we are going to send Kirby into the crud. Now, Wake might follow. So I'm going to get him just to kind of wait here. And I'm also going to come over to kind of the left side of the windmill here into the crud. And I'm going to use a kettle bomb to blow up this boulder. More or less just before I forget to do that. And there is a chest here with some scrap and some hurt root resin. So I'm gonna leave Wake here so he can sit with the sprites rather than follow me into the crud because I don't need him. And I'm gonna head north. You can see the log here. And I'm going to very carefully try and vacuum the twiglings towards me. Perfect. Little worried about them landing in the crud, but so far so good. We'll get them to open that door for us, and then we will have Wake grab a couple of sprites to carry the chisel back. So you only need 6 for this. And then we will, of course, return our sprites to the rest of our herd. And I'm kind of surprised I did that flawlessly without dropping a bunch of them in the crud. Because when I did this in practice, I think I dropped like 10 of them into the crud. It was a mess. It was just a poor Spriteling massacre. Not on purpose, but sometimes the vacuuming doesn't quite work so well. So we'll let those sprites carry that back and deliver it. We've only really got one more piece to find, and we'll go and find it right away. We'll just go pick up the rest of these sprites here. Although I don't really think we need to. The last couple of videos, I've been leaving sprites all over the place though, so I suppose I should keep track of them. We're going to carry on past the wooden ramp, use our Emberlings to burn the brambles here. And then here is the wood that he needs to make his new flute. And then you'll see here there's a gigantic stone in the way, and there's probably some goodies up there. So we'll have to come back here later. I don't really know what's behind there, so I can't mark anything on my map, but the good news is that the boulder itself is marked, which makes it much, much easier to go back and just check for things that you've missed. I appreciate that. I like that logs are also marked on the map. Just little things that I think you would kind of take for granted otherwise. I mean, there's so many logs in this game for Kirby to go through, you kind of lose track sometimes. And then we also have the honey in our inventory, which is another thing that is required. Once he has the 2 pieces, he needs something to put them together. I tried to give him the honey earlier, but he wouldn't accept it, so I think you have to bring the 2 pieces to him first, and then he'll ask for the honey to act as sort of a glue. You did it! You found everything! I'll get straight to work. Please, don't go anywhere. This shouldn't take long. Oh, and he's smiling. Isn't that nice? It's perfect. Just as good as the one my ancestor made. I'll begin immediately. Not to worry, this song is my life's purpose. For me to forget it would mean the very life drained from me. Oh, Lunarlings, my dearest friends, I've missed you so. Awaken now. That was some spectacular playing. Good job. That was incredible. Nice job. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, friends. They may be a bit groggy for a moment, but the Lunarlings have returned to these woods. I'm sure they'll be interested to know what's transpired in their absence. They'll likely be keen to accompany you. Whoa, really? You've likely seen their monuments throughout the woods. Now awakened, the Lunarlings can interact with these structures. We call them Lunastones. In fact, there's one just there. Why don't you give it a try when we're done here? Oh, thank you for your help, friends. My ancestor will be so pleased. I'm going to play this flute until my breath fails me. Farewell, friends. Aw, I like him. He's just so cute. I'm glad he's cheered up. It sounds like he deserved it. He looks really, really lonely. So, we have now awakened the Lunarlings. These are our final type of Spriteling. They are the rarest and most mysterious form of Spriteling known. Their lunar powers give them increased strength at night, allowing them to lift objects of great weight. Their affinity for magic also lets them interact with ancient lunastones, illuminating otherwise dark areas. Immune to never corruption, it has been rumored that they can fend off never gazers themselves. So yes, these guys are very, very powerful, ancient, and they're really, really neat. It's kind of a unique sort of ability that they have. So just to test it out, you can throw them at these lunar stones, and it will allow you to pass around corruption. So this area up here, I'm not going to really explore at the moment. If you unlocked this shortcut with the vines earlier on, you came down from Frostfields. This area is already accessible to you, so you may have already explored it. There's only a small few kind of treasures up here, so I'll worry about that later. What I will do before I forget is I will grab this page for our book. So yes, using these little guys, we're going to be able to carry on in this area, and our next goal, now that we have fixed the flute and awakened the Lunarlings, is to gain access to the shrine. And you can see that there are multiple pieces missing out of the platform for the shrine, and so basically we need to go around this area and grab some of those stones. A few of them have already been marked on our map if we've come across them automatically. So you can see here they're just marked with the little stars. So right now I'm going to go back to camp, and I'm going to utilize my Emberlings now. We're going to go directly east of where the camp is, and we're going to go into an area that is full of blaze plops, which is where the Emberlings are going to come in here. I want as many as I can to just kind of quickly fight these guys off, which worked pretty flawlessly. They did a great job. And then we have a piece of the platform here, and we need at least 12 of these guys. So not all of the stones need the Lunarlings, the majority of them do, but some of them we can actually find on our own and carry back without their help. And I'm gonna meet them over by the area with the shrine, because the next area that I want to sort of take care of is this little spot here. We can take care of a lot of this corruption. We can get that artifact for the museum, and I believe there's also another piece in there that we can grab. And one of the things that I'm gonna have to do off screen is I'm gonna have to go and try to get a bunch of Lunarling pips, because we're going to need quite a few Lunarlings to be able to mop up sort of the completion of this game. So we're gonna go down the ramp, and there is a log here that we are gonna send Kirby through. And she can clear this up quite nicely. Now, I believe I do not have enough Lunarlings at the moment to be able to carry this back to the shrine. So I'll have to wait on that, but this will get marked on our map. I can, however, go ahead and get this outhouse carried over to the teleport portal. And there are a few artifacts that are going to require the Lunarlings to grab, because it did mention in the description of the Lunarlings' powers that they are much, much stronger at night. And so one Lunarling will actually be able to have the carrying power of several Spritelings at night. So once I get enough pips and I'm able to hatch a few more Lunarlings, and I sort of get myself a game plan of what it is that I want to do, we can go out more at nighttime and see all of their unique abilities. There is also a piece down here. Now I think that we can probably go ahead and grab this one, because we have all the requirements. We've got 5 Lunarlings for the stone. We've got 5 Emerlings for the brambles. And then this shouldn't need too many Spritelings to carry. So that's basically what we're going to be doing for the next couple of videos, is wrapping up Wispwagon. We need to hunt the rest of the pieces, which is a little bit time consuming. It's going to take me a little while just to hatch a few more pips, like I said, and figure out a route that I'd like to take, because we haven't really explored the northern area of Wispwagon yet, or the sort of southeastern side either, so we still have a little bit to go. And then I might save the last little bit of backtracking that there will be to do in this game sort of for the end, because as soon as we're done in Wispwagon, we're pretty much ready to finish up the game. Getting this third artifact is really sort of our last objective that we have at the moment. So this timing is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be able to put this piece in. It's becoming evening now, so we can go back to camp and rest. I think we made the most out of our day. We got a lot accomplished. I am going to get some more Lunarlings hatched off screen, and then I will return and we will continue on in this area. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that I will be seeing you next time.